Good, whatever time of day it is you happen to be listening. This is the P&A Podcast Express. We are coming to you live again. Double live Gonzo.
That's the double live Gonzo. That's the only way we can seem to make anything.
Yeah, this is
numbers, money,
friends.
We're
not
You
making
make
any
money.
friends.
Yeah, that's a new development.
Wait, do people send money in so you stop talking?
Generally, we get sent money because we threaten to take our clothes off or we offer to stop talking.
Oh, it's like the reverse OnlyFans. So I used to send nudes to people and I tell them, look, $10, I'll stop sending them to you for a week.
Yeah. Just a week respite. And then it's going to start over again unless you send more money.
You see my floppy nutsack, and that's
right.
Subscribe, yeah.
Like,
In your foreskin.
yeah, my hooded soldier.
Jesus Christ. So he's not circumcised, huh?
No.
Nah, no one really in the UK is circumcised.
No.
Disgusting.
You fucking love it. Shut up.
That's just what I tell you.
That just lends to docking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with docking?
Yeah. When
Yeah,
Nelly,
yeah,
when
it's
in the
Wednesday
winter
night.
when Nelly has cold fingers, I pull it back. She puts her finger in, and I keep it warm.
I mean,
It's honey, my toes, not my fingers.
Oh yeah,
And-
true.
and you probably say chivalry is dead.
Hey, I open the door for that woman every time she gets in the car, and then every time I shut it, I'm like, oh my god, will you just fucking stop talking?
Well, it gives
I'm
it
joking.
gives you that like
There's that 10 to 15 seconds where you walk the long loop around the car.
I
You're like,
walk the
finally
back
some
way.
fucking peace and quiet.
You know I'm
When-
joking.
when you come to
We're
the
all
US,
joking, yeah.
when you come to the US and the cars are
Are we?
bigger and it takes you longer to walk around, you're like, thank God.
Yeah, you're like, thank God we got a Wrangler.
I'm glad we got the 4-door Wrangler because this is
Yeah.
peace and quiet.
this is the nicest respite I've had in a long time.
Maybe I can rent a trailer to pull to and go around the back.
Yeah, start offering jobs. Anyone need any shit moving?
Yeah,
I've just
like-
hired a trailer.
I'm just gonna tow it for you. That way I can walk around the long way.
Oh, dear
you know I
Lord.
love you.
Peace and quiet. Oh no. Well, we're starting off with a bang this episode.
We are.
My benefit after these comments, it'll be a quiet ride home.
Right. Did we introduce
Yeah.
everybody?
No. I
He's
didn't
Adam Filkins.
do
I'm
shit.
Phil Nickel.
Paul.
Paul Nickel. Sorry, I'm Paul Nickel.
I
Keenan.
am Keenan Copley.
Keenan and, of course, Nelly joining us. They flew all the way here, well, for many other reasons, but we won't get into that. But they flew all the way here from
Mainly for this.
Germany.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely for this.
Yeah, it was this and to help Nelly's mother move,
Allegedly.
which ain't happening. That ain't fucking happening.
So see, just
So
all
it's
for
just
this.
it is just to sit in Paul's attic. Oh wait,
Paul's attic.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get attic vibes because of the slanty.
No,
ceiling.
this is called a 1 3/4 story house. This is a very American thing.
Oh really? This is
Yeah.
Oh okay.
So they get the slants of the roofs, then you had the little dormers, the bump outs, and that's how you get extra room. It's a very like 50s and 60s thing in house design here.
What would they call this over there in Europe? They would call it like a 1.5
Normal.
meter house.
Shithole,
Oh, okay.
The ghetto.
right?
No, so like my old apartment, when I first started dating, I was in the top floor, which
Yeah.
is like the attic.
It had a lot.
It had a loft, but then so I forgot what they're called. Anyway, so I had my living room, and then I'd walk up a little staircase, and there would just be like a separate part of the roof where my bedroom would be,
Yeah.
and that was all slanty roof.
It was awful. You couldn't stand up.
Oh, it was fucking shit. Every morning I wake up, I smack my head on the
You're like,
same fucking
"Ah!"
spot, and I done that for the best part of I was there for about 3 months.
Man, you never learned a lesson, huh?
No, and that's why I'm so fucking dull, mate. 'Cause I'd hit my head and forget
No,
about
it
it.
was definitely
Yeah.
before then.
So we're here in the Palm
He's
Street
more
studio.
dull. He's more dull in fairness.
Dull as dishwater.
Jeez. So I'm no longer Phil. I'm Paul.
Yes.
So Palm Street needs to be changed to something else to reflect that.
Phil Street.
Phil Street Studios. We're here at the Phil Street Studios. I'm Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Actually, we'll just change it to PAULM. Palm.
Palm.
Yeah.
I see what you
Yes.
did there.
Yes.
Palm
I like it.
Street Studio. I don't know what else. Right. It's full disclosure. We like this. Well, we're live on Facebook, but this episode is being recorded on a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
A Tuesday.
You died on a Tuesday.
And it's balls hot up here. It's down to 80 degrees though.
I'm fucking so happy the fans behind me. I'm sorry we had to switch, but I'm fucking dying over there.
That's why I moved. I didn't like
Now
it.
his gigantic malformed head from hitting it on the ceiling is blocking all the fan.
Well,
Oh,
I appreciate
It was
because
like that previously, to be honest.
when we had people sit in this seat before, they demanded the fan be turned off, even though it was sweltering hot up here.
That's why I moved over.
So I appreciate the fact that you don't mind the fan being on,
Fuck me, I'd have another one on if you had.
even though you're sucking it all up. And that guy right there, I don't think he's doing anything. He's
He's trying his best, mate.
he's just tilting his head back and forth like he doesn't know the answer on Jeopardy.
Is
That's
that
like my head. That's me at work right there.
Yeah, just
existing.
is that a knockoff Dyson?
It is a Dyson.
Oh,
It
it is
is
a
a
real
Dyson.
I can
Dyson
see the symbol. Yeah, it is a Dyson.
You rich fuck.
because it isn't doing shit. Normally those move some air.
I
Well, we
think
could
we might
pick
need
it up
to
and
clean
put it
it up
on-
and rebuild it. I don't know.
Put it on the chair might help because I ain't blowing shit. Like up higher, wouldn't it cool you guys more?
Well,
Or just
perhaps.
your ankles.
I'm just trying to get air
Like,
moving
oh,
in
it
general.
makes too much sense.
If you did
Fucking
anything,
Coleman in you.
if you did anything worthwhile,
If we just lived someplace that wasn't trying to kill us with extreme temperatures, we'd be fucking better off.
every place.
Wait a
Pretty
minute.
limited.
Yeah, it's fucking hot everywhere because of the myth of global warming.
Yeah. Whoops.
All right, I got something here I want to talk about. This is the 100 worst small towns in Michigan. Are you
Are
ready
we
for
one
this?
of
Are like 57 of
Just
them?
wait. Just
Okay.
everybody wait.
Wait,
this
wait.
your- is this your itinerary?
Can we take guesses on what number we are?
All right, guess the top three. Can we guess the top three? Wait,
You don't even know 3 towns.
The
here.
top 3.
Carsonville, Sandusky, Lexington. Fuck you. Yeah, I do.
So here we go. So this is the 100 worst small towns in Michigan. The methodology, how we determine the worst places to live in Michigan for 2024. To figure out the worst places to live in Michigan, we used blah, blah, blah to identify the kinds of things people like, and then decide what cities have the least amount of those things that people like. So here are the things that people like. So these towns have the least amount of this.
Least amount of meth.
Yeah.
Good education, lots of jobs. These are things people like. Low crime, low poverty, nice homes, high incomes, high population density. That means lots of things to do. Is
No
what this
trailer
method
parks.
Short work commutes and health insurance. These are the things people like. So these are the 100 worst small towns to live in Michigan. I've singled out a bunch of the local thumb towns here just for reference. I'm not going to go through the whole list.
Okay.
Coming in at 96,
By the way.
Brown City.
96.
Brown City's number 96, a population of 1,131, unemployment rate of 13.3, median home value, which is what drove it down, $213,000. One of the higher ones in the area, actually. And the median income is only $49,000 per year.
So how can your median home value be 200 some with a $49,000 median income?
Brown City's got a lot of old money, a lot of generational money there.
Yeah.
So it's a shitty.
It's those Kohlers.
It's a shitty place to live. It's number 96 on the 100 worst small towns to live in Michigan. Number 96 with a bullet, Brown City. Number 94, Sandusky.
Should have been higher.
Sandusky. 2,711 is the population. Unemployment rate only 4.2%.
Wow.
Home value only 158. Median income 47,500 roughly.
It's all the people working at Walmart.
Moving on.
On the rodeo.
So reference, this town kind of took me by surprise, so I put it in here. It's not a thumb town, but coming in at number 92 is Gaylord up north. I think that's a nice town to live in, but it's number 92 of 100
It
worst
is a
place
nice town.
small towns
It's
to live
But
in.
literally-
wait, doesn't that make it
Justification,
good
though.
because it's low on the list?
No, they get shittier as they go.
Well, the
Okay.
shittier they get lower or the shittier
Yeah.
they get higher?
No, these are the shittiest places as we count down. So
it is literally
92
on a list. for
90,
shitty.
90
So,
92 is shittier than 94, which is Sandusky, according to this.
Yeah, I would
Oh, right.
much
Yeah.
rather be in Gaylord.
So
There's no
But also
podcast in Gaylord,
vacation.
though.
number 88, Vassar. Vassar coming in at number 88.
Plausible.
Number 85, Memphis. Memphis,
Very
number 85.
plausible.
Only 1,150 people there. Unemployment rate's low at 5.5. Median home value in Memphis, $288,000.
How?
No way.
How?
Walk in.
Median income,
Memphis.
$58,000.
So the one thing that Memphis does have is a lot of people that work out of town.
Exactly. So their commute's not too bad.
Right.
Right. It's because it's close to the city.
Exactly.
So number 83, Yale.
Yale.
Population
I can see
2050.
it.
Unemployment rate 15.4%. And a lot of this, I read into this, a lot of this means the unemployment rate also accounts for people that are retired.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Oh.
So that's a lot.
Fuck is this?
So a lot of retired people there. 20. Oh, lava cake stout.
What the?
I've never had that one before.
I wish I fucking read this before I picked it up.
I
Try
would give it a
that.
try.
That's fucking.
So coming
Pretty
in at,
awful.
So we're gonna.
You gotta try that.
So Yale. I don't mind drinking that. Number 83 Yale. Number 67. We're doing a big jump here.
Try that.
What is
We'll-
67?
We'll pause
Sorry
this.
to interrupt you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't take sponsorship of these people.
Who makes it?
Ass.
So this-
fucking shooting.
This is the chocolate lava cake stout.
Oh,
8%
Your dad's
alcohol,
diabetes could never.
and it is made by. It doesn't even say in big letters.
It's made by cunts, mate. That's
I
what it's
would
made
not
by.
proudly say. I'm
okay.
No.
That tastes like yesterday's coffee, and then somebody added like
Someone spat in it.
shitty chocolate syrup, and then
the Hershey's
ran
syrup.
it through the bidet.
I don't mind it.
You
Not,
can.
not a happy.
You can finish.
Not happy
it.
with that.
That's fucking horrible.
Number 67, Emily City.
Yep, can see it.
It's also
3,000.
near the city.
Yep, 3,698 people. Low unemployment, 3.7. 261,000 median home value. Median income, 52,000. Number 62, Bad Axe.
Huh.
3,000 people, 3,025. 157,000. One of the more affordable places to live, actually, in the thumb. $45,000 and some change for your median income. Number 62, Bad Axe. All right, let's keep.
Are they going off of Zillow for these median income
I believe
Yeah,
so.
or median
I'm really
housing?
So number 61, with a bullet, Croswell.
That smells all the
Croswell's
fucking
61, like 100 worst small towns to live in Michigan. Croswell, number 61.
time. Only 61. If
Now,
fucking
is-
stays
Wait.
there.
Was this prior to the Taco Bell or post?
Well,
Taco
that was
Bell?
going to be my question.
So the Taco Bell just opened. This is data from last year. The Taco
Oh.
Bell literally just
fuck me,
opened.
that's number 80 now. Easy.
Yeah, so-
yeah.
Croswell, 2,617 people. Unemployment rate 10.8%. 192,000 home value median. Median income 55.7. Nah, not bad for median income.
The,
But
the
wait.
Taco Bell actually gets bonus points there because you cannot smell the effects of it.
Yeah. But what I'm thinking is people. I guess a lot of people that live there work at the Sugar Beet, so they ain't got fucking far to go.
Right. So
It's literally like
and
walking
commute
out
is
your
one of the
garden.
things people like. Like
Yeah.
hey, way to point that out. Way to listen. This
Why is that
fucking
not-
guy gets it
why is
right
that
there.
not factored in? I mean, in this with Croswell.
Well,
Yeah.
Croswell is actually regarded as one of the kind of the crappier places.
I
in the
mean,
thumb
I
for-
understand it
Oh,
being
they're-
being
like,
shitty
they
because of the
really
Sugar
think
Beet
they're
thing.
posh.
Yeah.
But surely that should not be as greater as the commute to work, employment, and the Taco Bell.
Well, you wouldn't think so.
But
Yeah.
but it seems to
You also have to remember marijuana was legalized.
Yes,
So
That is
all
a
the
big
more
factor.
reason for people not to give a fuck and for it to be a better town.
exactly.
Have you been there when it fucking stinks?
Yes, we were there in March. It fucking reeked ass. But if people are stoned, they don't care.
Oh yeah, there's like I'm gonna go stop at McDonald's
Yeah, and fucking hell,
and then
Taco
eat
Bell's
it in
gonna
the
be open
parking
soon.
lot.
Just listen to
Yeah, I can't. I have a hard time eating in Croswell sometimes. So
Yeah.
that there is a restaurant I go to there, but they actually have a pretty massive filtration system
and
on
no
their air,
windows, I bet.
Oh,
and
wagon
no windows
wheels
that
in there.
open, and they also
That
put
diner
plenty
we
of
went
things.
to. It's good.
Yeah, it's
Riverside?
very good.
Riverside?
A wagon
Wagon
wheel.
wheel.
Oh yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah,
That
they're
was-
pretty good.
that
I like
was
it.
Riverside is better.
I think wagon wheel was one of the last places we stopped in March. I'm pretty sure it was the day before we left.
Yeah, it was actually really. It's
It
so
was
good
really
for
fucking
breakfast.
good. Yeah, I can't remember what I had. I think I had a burger.
No, you didn't. You had breakfast.
Did we?
I had corned beef hash. I do every.
I
It
love
was-
corned beef hash.
It was fucking good.
Their pumpernickel bread is so good.
It was really good.
All right, let's move on. This next
Yeah.
one kind of surprises me a little bit. Number 50, 100 worst small towns to live in Michigan. Harbor Beach. 1,744 population, unemployment rate 5.2, 171,000 median home value, and median income 42,500. I assume it's because of the low income.
Sorry, I'm just.
Yeah, you're fine.
Is that
Yeah.
because Clark stopped doing the game show?
It could be. The Harbor Beach game show is
Yeah.
no longer.
Also, the beach there sucks, and DHDs.
It's in the name,
Yes.
like beach, and it sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what kind of a city puts major factories right on the water?
Right on the water in town. Yeah, read the labels first.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I ain't fucking making that. You want another one of these shitty chocolates?
I've got plenty of beers over here, but thank you.
I can't believe you went to the store
I did not. No, I did not buy
No,
this.
we had.
This was brought up here
Someone
by
else
one of the
brought
friends
that.
of the podcast. Brought this beer.
Fucking punch them. They bought them because they thought this was a fucking Christmas gift. Had one drink and went, "This is fucking shit."
Yes.
I know what I'll do. I'll go on fucking Paul's podcast and give them to him.
So he's like, I know what I should do with these beers. Just fucking bugger off and give them to Paul.
Yeah, basically, it is like fucking Paul.
That's the only part of that beer that I applaud.
The fact that he gave it to Paul.
Yes.
Content.
All right.
Continue.
So number 41 of this is not a thumbtown, but I just thought it was interesting. Number 41 of the 100 worst small towns to live in Michigan, Beaverton.
Beaverton.
Beaverton sucks.
It's because it's not called Ton of Beaver.
But I think it's because of the population is 1,194, unemployment rate 7.4, median income only $31,000 in Beaverton.
See, I think though that there's a lot of people that end up retiring there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything else to do.
Number 32, and not a shocker here, Sebowing. Cheap housing in Sebowing, one of the cheapest I've seen. Median home value $122,000 in Sebowing.
Oh, well. But again, sugar plant.
Only $44,441 is the median income in Sebowing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
they
again,
have a lot
sugar
of
plant.
factories there too. Do
Yeah.
they have
Yeah.
an iron one there or something?
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
a couple, yeah. So number 29, living in Colon.
Coolin.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
colon.
Yeah,
Yeah, I bet it's a shithole.
Yeah.
Colon, yeah.
That town needs a cleanse.
Number 24,
It's a finger in it.
Marlette. 100 worst small towns to live in Michigan.
I can
Marlette,
see
number
that.
24.
I,
Population 1,797. 170,000 median home value, 35,000 even for median income.
yeah, there ain't shit.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now we're cooking with gas.
All right.
This is the last Sanilac County town on the list. Coming in at number 14, 100 worst small towns to live in here in Michigan. At number 14, Deckerville.
Huh. Would have never thought.
Here we sit, motherfuckers.
That is why we could afford a studio here.
Yeah.
That's why
So actually, the
local
median
bars
home
have
value
come
in this
over.
town is $186,000.
That's actually quite high.
Yeah. High unemployment, long commutes to work, median income only about 47, which is middle of the pack for these towns on here. There's one other town in the thumb that made the list, Caro, number 13, just ahead of Deckerville at number 14. So I want to point out I've lived in Caro, I've lived in Deckerville, I've lived in Croswell, and I've also lived in, I believe, one other town on the list. So yeah,
So that tells me that you love meth and cheap housing.
I love shit towns.
Or are they the shit towns because you've lived there?
Well, that's what that was my theory was. is
yeah.
We've already
So-
we ruined bars
Right.
and you ruined towns.
So Deckerville, number 14 on the list of the 100 worst small towns to live in Michigan. Rounding out the top 10, none of them really close. Grayling is number 10, Weedman number 9, Farwell number 8, Everett number 7, Mayo number 6, Standish 5, Lakeview 4, St. Helen 3, Benton Heights number 2, and number 1 with the bullet, Skidway Lake, as we affectionately call it,
Oh,
Skidmark Lake.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can see
most
that.
of those places are kind of like more vacation places.
Do you want to know what the median home value is in Skidway Lake? $55,000.
That's fucking cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so there's a township called the Township of Wales.
Yeah.
Is that on the list? Can you find that?
Well, that's it.
Because
I'll look up
It's,
the.
it's like Wadhams.
Yeah.
Wadhams.
So this was just towns. I thought this would be a good list to share. I thought it was fascinating when I found it, especially when I saw, because I'm scrolling through and I'm Satisfactory looking. I'm like, Sandusky's like number 94. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Fuck
Give it
that
to
place.
him. And then I scroll down. I'm like, number 14 Deckerville. I'm like,
You're like, no, I own a house.
So
yeah,
with the thing that I've noticed is some of the, a lot of those towns have sugar plants in them.
They do.
do.
And I got to say, of this list, though, if you think about it, I believe they said this list entailed 210 towns. So really coming in 94 for Sandusky is not a terrible thing. You're
Right.
somewhere in the middle.
You'll have to
Yeah.
try.
but when
But-
they redo this,
Yeah.
whilst the roadworks is going on, I bet it's gonna.
Oh, it's going to just
gonna
fucking
fly.
just
It's gonna
fly.
catapult.
Also, Keenan what is maybe a good income where you're from? Because pounds are a lot stronger. So like you've been offered jobs that are almost 50,000 pound,
Yeah.
which would be like what to US?
Isn't it all like 1.7 or 1.8?
No, I think it's a bit more than that.
It's-
that
Is
one.
it?
more,
Is
I
it
think.
2? It's not 2.0, is it?
Fuck no, I wish. Fuck me.
It's 1.9 then maybe.
I think it's like 112, 113.
Okay.
So I was getting, so me and Nelly looking to live back in the UK. So I started looking for jobs. I got offered, and this is for a mechanic fixing vans and trucks, and they're offering about 48,000 a year, which is a lot of money. Like you were in the top.
I think it would be like almost 55,000.
Yeah, you would be in the top like 15-20% of earners in the UK on 50,000 a year. Like my father, he's a validation engineer.
What is it? 1.28.
Yep.
1.28. See, so the exchange rate to dollars it's not amazing. It used to be a lot better. The Tory government come and fucking sorted that out. Yeah, but so yeah, 48 grand as a single earner, you could save up for a year, buy a house, afford a mortgage, car, insurances, you know, your taxes. No, you'd live quite happily. My old man has a house by himself. He raises his youngest son. His second eldest lives there rent free, and he manages to do all that and have a bit of money left over on 42,000 a year.
So you can do that around here. You can live, you know, on 50,000 US. You can live fairly decent around here.
Yeah.
If you get in any city in this area, or well, in Michigan, you can't afford 50 grand.
Yeah.
Well,
There'd be no way.
So I had a job a couple of years ago in Edinburgh, which is the capital of Scotland, and that was paying me £24 an hour, which was, I was working in this garage as a contractor. The local people who lived there were earning £13.50 an hour, and they managed to survive in the city on that wage. I was earning double. I still struggle to find a house because obviously property is hard to come by in the capital city.
Right.
But if I was to be able to find, like, say, a 2-bedroom flat there or something, I would thrive on £24 an hour. It was, and then I moved to Preston, which is a big city, but it's not that big in the north east of England. And I got a 3-story house, 3 bedrooms. I was renting it, it was brand new, and that was £1,000 a month. That is classed as expensive in the UK.
Yeah.
So I like the cost of living there is a lot different to here. But like pre-Brexit, so mechanics, when I was a mechanic there, I was getting paid, well, like 19-20 grand a year. And now, because we've left the union, it's fucking doubled and a bit. It's like fucking 50 grand for a mechanic. That's fucking stupid money for what used to be the bottom feeder of working class, like jobs like a mechanic or a builder or a plumber. Now it's through the fucking roof.
But they're giving out hella visas for skilled workers right now.
So you should have an advertisement for that. You mean skilled workers to come from here to there?
Just anyone.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
From anywhere.
Are you part of the Commonwealth Union?
No, we're not Commonwealth.
Right. So within the UK now, you're part of the Commonwealth. That's why, like I can go to Australia very easy. The visa would be
Yeah,
a
you can go to
fucking
Canada.
cake.
So here in the United States, you cannot fucking go anywhere very easily.
No.
But see, this is the thing. You think that, but you won't believe how strong your passport is. Nelly can come to my country 6 months, no bother.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
and
really.
we
My
do have a
passport, I could go anywhere I wanted to without prearranging anything.
The only
Yeah.
issues you'd really struggle with are European countries.
See,
Because
they,
of the
And
trade
I didn't
business.
struggle with any of that.
see, I've
either.
struggled because they said I'm a
Yeah.
convicted felon.
Yeah, probably.
Well, Paul is.
Yeah,
Paul
Paul, well, Phil is, but Paul ain't.
Yeah, you're okay as Paul.
No, but the issue.
I'm
with,
not a convicted felon.
The issue with Iceland, if we didn't have our German residencies, I wouldn't be able to travel there without a transit visa. Neither would Nelly, as she's an American, because it's called a Schengen country or Schengen state. It's part of the European Union.
Shank.
It sounds Chinese, but I'm pretty sure it's German. But so there are limits to the US and the UK passport now, but with, I guess, better trade deals with like the Union and the Commonwealth and all these other trade deals, it does make it a lot easier for us Americans to travel.
Us.
Yeah.
So as like
with ease.
as like an engineer, what would I be making if I worked over
Fuck
there.
me, man. I mean, you could go to Ireland earning €66 an hour.
Mhm.
And here's the thing.
The
if
problem
you,
is the tax.
But here's the thing. So if it's out, so we have a thing called IR35, which is for contractors. So if it's inside the IR35, you would have to have an umbrella company, which I've had before, that basically does your taxes, pays you, does your pension, all this BS. Like you're employed by them, but this company pays them, they pay you. If it's outside the IR35, which is what you fucking want, you registered as a limited company, you take your invoices, you charge them, they pay you, and then you do your own taxes. But that means then you can write anything off as tax.
Right.
So
Yeah.
when we go to the UK, I've had options outside the IR35. I can put Nelly on my books as a limited company, and I can pay her the minimum of $12,000 a year, so she doesn't pay no taxes, and that can sponsor her to live in the UK and go to school. And then for me, that's a tax write-off. So I could pay her, and I think I got offered a job which was £29-30 an hour. So 1 week's salary, if I'd done say like 60 hours, is enough to pay me for the month and her for the month. And then I can have my business pay my rent, my car insurance, and then all them are tax write-offs. So then it's not coming out of our pockets because we won't pay tax on that 24,000, 12,000 each. That sponsors her, that keeps our heads above water, and it's all legal, and we don't pay as much fucking tax.
Right.
Because you get fucking arse raped on taxes in the UK. As I think I've mentioned this before on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, anything in Europe.
No, she don't pay no German tax. I pay a fucking slither. I pay maybe 100. I think
Well,
pay
think about it.
144 a week.
What is it for German taxes?
48%.
40% as a single
48%.
person.
Well,
As a
they haven't
single
had to tax a lot since they started saving a ton on their gas bill.
You're fucking stupid. Yeah.
There we go. Thank you very much.
Appreciate that.
No. But seriously, like, so if you're a single young man or woman,
I'm
in
not
Germany,
young.
Or old.
you will pay 48% tax.
Yeah.
So they incite you to have kids, get married.
You won't believe what IKEA looks like.
Yeah, fuck
It's
me.
bland.
IKEA is full of fucking pregnant bitches and kids, man. It's unbelievable.
It is. It's crazy.
We
there.
go
It's
no
a
different than
madhouse.
IKEA here.
Well, I swear to God, they have a daycare in there.
Well, you got
They
the
fucking do. They
Who's
got
gonna
the-
assemble the furniture?
you got the fucking cafeteria with the fucking meatballs and the lingonberry
the
sauce.
Swiss
Oh, it's
meatballs.
so good. The Swiss. Stupid.
Who's
No.
supposed to put that furniture together?
Yeah. No, but like, I pay a fraction of German taxes. I should pay a lot more. I should pay about fucking 500 a week, but I pay 144, and then my UK national insurance, I should be paying about 300 a week off my salary, my hours. I pay like 44.
It just doesn't pay into their pension.
Yeah, well, it
The
pays in my.
pension
So I don't have no pension. I have a state pension, which my national insurance pays into, but that also pays my healthcare and some
Yeah,
of
there
the
are other
Right.
other little bullshit. But when I go back to the UK and I earn this, like, say I take the 48,000 a year job, which is like a full-time job, I'm employed. I will pay 40% tax on 40,000. So that's the tax bracket. So it's like 20% on 12,500 up to 40,000. And then after 40,000, I'm pretty sure it's 40%. Don't quote me unless it's changed, but that's what it was when I lived there before.
But for us to get married and him to sponsor me for a spousal visa, he has to be making 48,000.
So
They just changed it.
I got offered a job in Fort William, which is in Inverness in Scotland. It's fucking, if you can put up an image, it's
Beautiful,
beautiful
but
place.
there is nowhere to rent.
It is a fucking. It's like if you took like a small town like Sandusky, banged it in the middle of the mountains where there is no way to build a fucking house. And-
What is it called again?
Fort Williams. It is
I have
by
no
the
idea.
tallest mountain in the UK. You can see it in the background. Why don't you just shut your fucking mouth, right? Otherwise, you're walking.
We
on.
call that a foothill here.
Yeah,
No, it's
Yeah.
fucking beautiful.
It's beautiful. It really is.
It is, and like I know Nelly wants to live in Scotland. I lived there for a little bit. It was awful. I want to do it again. So I think when we decide to move back, that we'll live there for a couple of years. I
You
think.
got to remember, she lived here, so nothing's going to be
Yeah,
more terrible.
so anything's beautiful to me.
I mean, you've seen Tonnerevel, where I'm from, yeah.
It's beautiful.
You're fucking on crack. It's fucking
It
shit.
is so nice. Wales is so nice.
Wales is beautiful. Like I'm from the Rhondda and Taff, which is the hills. I call it a beautiful shithole because like there's litter, the houses are shit, businesses going under. It's very rough, a lot of drug addicts. But you look up and you see the mountains and the beautiful scenery.
You have to look past the building.
Yeah, it
makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah. And I call it's my beautiful shithole. I love where I'm from.
As you're getting stabbed and your phone getting stolen, you can at least look up at the mountains. And
no. In all fairness, stabbings in like where I grew up in the dark side of Pennygrag have gone through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
They have gone through the roof.
Which is crazy because you left.
Shut the fuck up, you. But like there was this woman in height of COVID. She went on a stabbing spree. She stabbed 11 people. And she was a paranoid schizophrenic.
11. It's because people didn't have guns. They couldn't shoot her.
She phoned the cops on herself repeatedly saying, I need fucking help. I need help. Blah, 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 blah. They fucked her off because of COVID. And then she phoned them on one day. It was a Tuesday. She was like, I'm going to go and kill loads of people if you don't come fucking get me. They're like, yeah, whatever. Hang up the phone. She killed two people. One was a grandfather. One was a mother. And injured another 9 people. She stabbed one dude in the neck in a fucking ice cream shop. They went out of business because no one would go there no more.
He's just trying to have a good time. He was just going to get ice cream. He was having a good day.
Literally, and straight in the fucking neck. Boom,
he just wanted a fucking waffle cone.
He did. He wanted a waffle cone and a chocolate fudge fucking ice cream scoop, and he died.
And just bam.
Tell him about Mannheim.
When the fuck did we get ice cream?
So recently in Mannheim,
damn it.
I don't know if you guys have seen it on social media, but there's like an election campaign going on right now. And
actually, I sent you a video for Paul, about the guy licking the toilet seat.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know if it was him who got stabbed, but this this dude of a religious ideology, extremist.
He's Islamic.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, go on.
They gathered that, I guess. They weren't going to say
No,
Jewish, were they? They're not going to fucking be there.
Fuck off. Go on.
Anyway, he went ballistic at a rally,
Yeah.
stabbed a politician, and then when the cop was trying to get him, they like tussled to the floor or wherever. He got up and he stuck it in the fucking cop's neck.
There's literally a video.
And then it's me. You can put it on Facebook. I've got the video on my fucking phone if you want me to send it to you. Stabbed the dude in the neck, and then the cop finally goes, boom, lays on the floor. Cop does that. 2 minutes later, dead.
Yeah.
But nothing will happen. They'll still let fucking thousands of foreigners in every year.
Oh, they do. They do.
I used to buy weed off
1,000 foreigners.
I used to buy weed off a refugee in Weiden, and he used to I give him my €30. He would walk to the fucking Weiden German army camp where they house the refugees. He'd go in there and he'd come back with 3 grams of weed to give it to me.
How much is 3 grams?
Oh, the way it was overpriced, man. It was shit weed as well. It was fucking shit weed. It was €15 a gram.
Yeah. See your 1,000 and raise you 8 million.
Oh,
yeah,
I was
illegals coming here. Yeah,
I was using 1,000 as I don't know the exact numbers, but you can pull up Facebooks of videos of foreigners, refugees trying to take boats from France to the UK, and the French police are stabbing the dinghies as they're on the shore. And just fucking
stabbing the dinghies.
Yeah. And then they get in the water, they come and stab them. They're fucking, I have to go back to the beach and buy a new one at the fucking Sun Hut.
Wasn't it like some kid washed up on the beach and then they were like, oh, yeah, we have to let him over now?
Yes. That was years and years ago.
That's weak.
Pre-Brexit.
The bleeding heart liberals take over.
Literally, that was it. Like, I can remember seeing the newspaper and there was this fucking 3-year-old kid dead on the beach. And I was like, that's it. Game over.
Yeah.
You know, you guys need to let more guns in over there because there's a lot of stabbing videos.
I agree.
No, there is. Wait, in Germany or in the UK?
Just all over Europe.
Yeah.
Thing is, you in a lot of European countries, you can own a firearm. In Germany, you have to go get properly mentally examined to own a rifle.
So in Poland, you can own a firearm, but you can't have it at your house.
Yes, that's right.
So do you have like a vault where you keep it or something?
You have to pay a place to store it.
And do they evaluate you? Like, are you of sound mind right now? All right, you can go grab your gun.
No. Yeah. That's very vague. I went to Czech Republic. It's the same thing. You can have it in your house as long as it's 9mm or under. Anything, I think, like a 45, you have to have a really strict background check.
So some people that I know in Poland, the guy had a gun, and he had a hunting, a shotgun and a hunting rifle for hunting, and he could only check it out because that was their purpose. He could only check it out the days that he was licensed to hunt for. and then he had to take it back and leave it there.
Yep,
It's
it's
crazy.
the
So
same.
crazy.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Same in Germany. There's usually you find like a cigar, like a very fancy cigar store, and in the back there'll be rifles for sale. And so a lot of farmers will own rifles, but they'll keep them at the cigar store where they bought them from, and then they would take them. And it's crazy because they're like, you can't keep them in your house. You can go to the city center, pick up your fucking rifle
To the Winchester.
drive. It's where you referring to fucking Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
You funny cunt. Drive 10 miles through the woodlands, fucking shoot a load of deer, and then drive back. But you can't keep it in your gaff, which is probably on the woodland plain.
But like,
Right.
how many deer can you kill? Because like we have a limit.
I'm not sure. I know the licenses are the same, I guess, here, where you got to apply for a permit. It's the same with like fishing in the Germany. It's fucking hard work.
Oh, it
Never mind
is.
shooting deer.
Yeah, there's no
especially having
applying
a
for
boat.
anything here. You just go get it.
See,
Yeah.
but like when I lived in Bavaria, you'd go for like hikes in the woods and you just see random in the middle of the woodlands, like a deer hunting thing, on the stilts.
Well, you've had to notice them all around in the fields here and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But in the field, you'd expect to see them in the fields because it's big, wide open. But I've seen some built and there's a fucking oak tree right in front of it. Like, what are you shooting? Woodpeckers.
That's kind of the way mine is.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't understand the sense of. I guess I get it because if it's hard for you to get your hands on your gun and you're in a fucking shitty mood and you want to go blast someone, go into the cigar shop in the middle of the city to then drive 10 miles, go shoot some cunt, gives you a lot of time to cool down. Gives you a lot of time to go like, he cut me off. Am I that ass? Not really.
You just stab them.
Yeah, you just stab them
Yeah,
instead.
you just stab them.
There's even stabbing. You can't have a knife. You know the knife I got? That's illegal.
All right, you just.
It's got to be like literally like this big. I think pretty sure it's like maybe 2 inches or 3 inches.
Well,
What they should do.
Wait a minute, yeah. Let me just.
Yeah, I was going to say
Standard white European.
Yeah, yeah.
with or without the hood.
It's the one hoodie she can never steal off me.
That's Jesus Christ.
So, do
Shut
they?
up. Paul is the only one to laugh at that.
Yeah, because he fucking knows comedy, all right? I've heard his jokes.
Years of stand-up shows that.
Yeah. My years of Burt Kreischer level stand up.
Wow, that bad, huh?
Yeah, terrible.
At least you kept your fucking shirt on.
Yeah.
It's true. I never resorted to that.
Wait, get a couple more of them Coles lights down and look at his fucking shirt off.
It's
If it gets any fucking hotter in you, we all like.
it's down to 80.
Dude, we can get one off him. He wears 2 everywhere.
I always wear 2 shirts.
Why the fuck do you wear 2 shirts?
I always have. It's
He's a
like
sick
my
son of a
trademark.
bitch.
Yeah.
This is how people go to the store and get their gun and drive 10 miles to shoot somebody.
Yeah, because the cunt's wearing 2 shirts.
Same thing. Same thing.
2 shirt pull.
So I started doing that probably my sophomore year of high school.
Was it because people could see your nipples through your shirts and you're like, I ain't falling for this shit anymore?
Ask him about my nipples and what people do to
That's
them.
not what people could see through anything. He's got other stories.
Go on.
Well, we're on a podcast. This is the place of stories.
So Phil has a story where he was shooting free throws in a basketball game. And
Mind you, in the 90s, we didn't wear like the long shorts down below your knees.
no, these
And
were
I was shooting free throws. I was in a JV basketball game. And I happened to get very excited about shooting free throws. So I'm standing in the middle of a gym full of people.
Wait there.
Yeah.
I think I know what's going to happen. I don't want to listen to it anymore. Gay.
So-
No, it's not gay. I was just happy to shoot free throws. And the coach noticed, and the referees noticed, and a lot of people. I didn't notice until I kind of noticed that people were looking at my midsection. And I'm like, I looked down, and I was just fully torqued sitting at the free throw line.
You didn't notice until you spunked in your shorts and you're like, fuck, my dick's hard.
That would have happened if he'd have made the free throws.
Yeah, that's what
I did make the free throws,
Oh, well,
both
damn,
of
good
them.
on ya.
I shot 85%.
That's a part of the
And
story I
he
didn't know.
wonders why no women won.
From 1 point land. I shot 85%, but the buzzer rang. I shot my second one. Substitution. I'm like, man, I'm playing well today. I've got like 5 points and blah, blah, blah. And my dick's hard. Like,
And
everything's coming up, Phil, man.
Remember.
Today's
Yeah.
a good day for Paul.
Yeah. Paul's having an awesome one. Coach Coach pulls me over. He was like, "You, Nickel, come out."
Wait, did the coach pull you over or pull you off?
He didn't tug me off.
I see what you did there.
But he pulled me out of the game. And he's like, "You need to go sit at the end of the bench and probably grab a towel or something and throw on top of that." And I just happened to go, "You don't like it?" And I didn't play the rest of the game.
Not in the game, just by himself.
I just went and played in the boys' room while I was waiting for the game to finish.
Yeah.
The ironic part was after that incident, even though the gym was full of my classmates and a lot of people, no women asked me out on a date. So it must not have been that impressive.
Yeah.
Wait, was it that not impressive because your dick was out or because you kept missing the fucking hoop?
Yeah.
I made the free throws, so it must have been my dick.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Did you bounce the ball off of it like a diving board?
Nah,
So
you just stuck it down and his dick.
So it's very funny because I did take one dribble and once I realized what was going on for the second free throw, I took a dribble and I looked down and the ball just missed the tip by about a half an inch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Like one of those door stopper things.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I guess I got erect while shooting free throws.
You don't guess. You did.
Yeah,
Fact.
there's no guess, mate. You and everyone in the stands knew you dick was hard.
Yeah.
Maybe other people at the front.
Nobody tried to box me out, I can tell you that.
Give Nickel the lane. Give Nickel the lane.
The guy over here that was supposed to box me, I was like,
Nothing away from me.
yeah.
I ain't gay.
Oh my gosh. That's
That'd be a very interesting way to win in any sport game. Just go in there with a full-on hard-on. Like,
Just get a
can you
raging
imagine
boner,
going,
dude.
Going into the ring boxing
Yeah.
and you're there and your opponent's there with his dick hard. You're like, I ain't fucking fighting this cunt. He's fucking crazy.
So I coach wrestling.
Here we go.
And,
How did your dick get hard when you're watching two boys wrestle each other?
And it was not mine, but when you put 7th to 12th grade boys out on a mat, it got really bad when they started wrestling girls.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's called a fucking rape charge, man.
Well,
Not
it
wrestling.
should be. So there was one wrestler that I had that he in between he went out there and I mean he could absolutely destroy this girl. He was a all-state wrestler, and he goes out there and he's just toying with
He's
her.
just pounding her, isn't he?
And it's in between periods, and she chooses down. So she's like knelt down in front of him, and he looks over at all his teammates, and he makes a fairly lewd gesture, not completely obvious, but like, you know, sticking his tongue out, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The referee tried to give her an unsportsmanlike conduct point. And I pulled him over to the table and I'm like, I'm going to give you one chance to correct this before I, you know, make a big deal out of it. I said, why did you give him that point? He's like, well, that's very rude. I'm like, rude because I said, you wouldn't even pay attention if he was wrestling a dude.
Nah.
And he just froze. He's like, so then he calls off the point and he's got to explain to the other coach why he's calling off the point.
But this is the bullshit and double standards of, and I'm all for women doing sports, but I don't think you can mix them. I don't think you can mix them.
It's tough. It is tough.
very
Especially a
tough.
close contact sport like wrestling.
Well,
obviously.
and you're in spandex.
Yeah, but not even
You're in spandex.
Yeah, everything's on show, tight, fucking.
Yeah,
and
I've watched.
horny kids doing it. What do you expect?
I have watched, especially now. It's not as bad now, but the first girls that ever wrestled at my high school wrestled my senior year, and I watched some of the lewdest things happen to these girls, and they weren't ugly girls by any means. You know, they wrestled, I think, 103 pounds and 112 pounds. So they were not, you know,
big old heifers.
right. And I watched so many lewd things happen to them. And I heard so many guys talking about, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And they would. And these refs are out there completely powerless because it's not illegal, but is it moral?
Yeah. Where do you draw the line on morality and just by the rules?
You know, it was rough to watch, honestly. It was kind of a unfortunate situation. What are you looking at?
The dog.
Oh, what's the
touching,
dog
the,
doing?
touching the chair.
What is the dog doing?
She's just touching the chair. I don't know why.
She's like, when are you gonna stop this shit?
She's
Yeah.
like, oh. Well,
She's like, I'm supremely bored by this bullshit.
she's like, when are you gonna fucking mention the sponsors about the beef jerky?
Right? When's the beef jerky coming back?
She's like, that was a good beef jerky.
She's like, yeah, you wait till I fart.
She is
It's
giving me
nice
the
and
evil eye
fun.
right now.
Oh, what's the matter, babes? What's the matter? Oh, I know you have a hard life, don't you? Fucking hard life.
Terribly hard.
It is.
Yeah.
It's 80 degrees in here, and she's wearing a coat.
Oh no, it's ex-wife.
Stop it, you.
I'm verboten from talking about that on the podcast anymore. So
Yeah, honestly, for good reasons.
Really?
yeah,
Since when?
there were a few things that I've told I shouldn't talk about anymore.
Probably
well,
since the beginning.
Yeah.
yeah. It's a lot of episodes for me to think back through.
Yeah.
I can think of way less appropriate things you've said.
There's 3 subjects that I was told I should never talk about again, and that's one of them.
Is it girlfriend?
No, it's kids,
Ex-wife.
ex-wives.
Not kids, I don't.
I've never said
No,
anything
no,
terrible
no.
about my kids on this. I
I'm
love
not
my
talking
kids.
about.
more
I'm
than
not
anything
talking about your kids.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't wink at me like that. You
this fucking dick.
Basketball boners.
Yeah, basketballers, kids, wrestling, and my ex-wife.
Oh, your mom in the shower.
Yeah, I can't tell that story again. Episode 2, drink.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out.
Can you grab Adam a
Oh
drink?
yeah,
You don't mind?
definitely.
Yeah, get the woman.
That would
to do
be
it.
wonderful.
And grab yourself something
Oh,
nice
Fuck
too.
you.
Kill yourself.
I will when I fucking get home to you.
There's nothing great in there, but
Hey,
maybe there's
try
another
some
tea
of that,
left in there.
Try some of that shitty chocolate.
Yeah, don't
stout
take one of
again.
those chocolate
Ugh.
ones.
Okay, I'm getting you a Michelob Ultra.
He's fine with that. He loves to. It's time for Adam to hydrate anyway.
Yeah.
Wait.
You're good.
Yeah,
Thank
that'll
you.
work.
Thank you very much.
Could you get me another one, carry on?
Fuck off. Have you ever had Michelob?
He loves the chocolate.
Yeah, I swear to God, I'll recreate the iced tea video if any of you cunts give me that chocolate again.
Have you ever had Michelob?
9.
It is with a parchment on it for your drink.
This is water.
It is.
It's extremely light. It's what ladies.
95 calories.
That's why
Is
ladies.
this what like the women who smoke menthol cigarettes drink?
That's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, man, is that me or you?
No, you're fine. Don't worry. It does have a little bit of alcohol in it.
Very little.
Very
It's good. I'm driving, so a little is better.
Any good comments on the feudal line there?
Comment stopped a little while ago.
Yeah,
We still have people
the
watching. They're
last
just not
couple of
paying
people have
attention.
now fallen asleep.
They're like,
Yeah.
So who are these people? Does it tell you who the people are?
The ones who comment. Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
see who
It's
all's actually
Cookie,
watching. No, Cookie's asleep.
Cookies
Oh.
checked out.
And he didn't call us.
Where's the
Oh.
fucking lad with the?
Mike.
Is that the one who usually does it with you guys?
GHC, the Glory Hole Cowboy. Yeah, Mikey Smith.
Aye, the space cowboy. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he wasn't going to be able to make it tonight.
Did he have a baby?
Oh fuck yeah! The
Here
last
in
time
July.
he was.
July. What's your birthday?
8th.
July 8th. The baby's coming.
Okay.
How old is this guy?
He's 45, just like me.
Barge.
Right, he looks like he's fucking 55. What are you talking about? Is he 45? He's
Well,
younger,
dude, he's got-
younger than my dad.
He had 2 kids after like 35.
After what, like
So
3
he is
rounds
aging.
of cancer. The dude looks old as fuck. What do you mean?
He is aging prematurely.
Well, having 3 kids at his age will do that to you. 3 young kids.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I have 2 kids, but my kids, we just talked about this. They're 16 and 13, but they're cresting 17 and 14, and that's a big difference right there.
my kids
Yeah.
are almost 24 and 21.
See, so your kid, your oldest isn't same age as me. Well, near the same age. I'm 26 now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's 24.
Oh, sorry, don't worry. You're 26 as well, honey.
Oh, thank you.
I won't tell me your real age. She's 32.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
What is that with the exchange rate?
Well, from fucking human years to dog years. It's not looking good, mate.
So I can tell you a story about Nellie down here. One of the things that she did not appreciate when I first met her and we were chatting and she told me her birth date. And I said, you were born a month and a half before I graduated high school. She did not appreciate that.
Well, did that make her feel young or old?
I think it made me feel old and it made her feel young.
It made me feel like shit because he was asking for my ID, and I was like, "Do you know who I am?"
You know,
I was like, "I'm not walking outside in the middle of March to go get my ID."
This is a true story. And then she made me make a fucking drink with ketchup and mustard.
Oh,
I guess it's actually traditional
I
in
made-
Germany
I
with
made
Jaeger.
I was bartending. I made a goddamn drink at the bar with ketchup and mustard in it for her.
I'll tell you now, if she tries to pull the traditional Germany card, it's all bullshit. I have
'Cause we
been
live with Turkey.
I have been there 5 fucking years. I have never heard a mustard, ketchup, and Jägermeister drink. And when we go
It's
back,
because they all go to the doctor for hangover notes, and this is for a hangover.
who told you that?
The internet. One Asian woman.
So some Asian
singular
woman.
Asian woman.
Well, some Asian woman told you that a traditional German hangover cure is tomato sauce, mustard, and Jägermeister.
No, honey, ketchup.
So this is
shut the
so
fuck
I
up.
actually have a list here, and you might be interested in this. This list is from April 8th of 2018. And the list is simply
He has had the same phone.
and simply says Nellie's demands. It says Nellie's demands.
You know what? I got the similar list on my phone, but it's the stupid shit she said and the do's and don'ts of Nelly.
So here's Nellie's demands. This is from April 8th of 2018. Number 1, apricot juice.
She's never once drunker since I've known her.
No, we need it for a recipe.
drink,
it was
yeah.
that recipe, I think.
Number 2, don't buy grape Smirnoff Ice. It's terrible. Don't
I
buy
hate
grape
grape,
Smirnoff Ice.
But yeah.
So the third one is less ice in Jack and Cokes. Put too much ice in Jack and Cokes.
True.
Doesn't like that. And the last one is Phil can only wear less cologne when people are around. Phil needs to wear less cologne when people are around.
I might as well bust out my list then.
Those are her demands from 2018.
so
Still true to this
Yeah.
day.
I don't need a list of stuff for my wife because we've been married 24 years.
Yeah, you just
So
know it.
I have the scars.
Yeah, you've had the
He
you've had
says,
the you've had
he
the
says.
beatings.
Yeah.
You've had the
And if
beatings.
you got a second scar, she told you twice.
Exactly. I have to comb my hair a certain way so that nobody notices.
All right, Queen, what's your demands?
The ways of Nelly. So
Was it don't breathe, don't talk?
So no, it was don't make a mess while cooking, clean kitchen better, no food on the side of the plate. That really fucking chaps her hides.
Yeah.
1 minute. No dirty cutlery or like kitchen utensils on the countertop.
Your list is way more domestic than mine.
Pull out.
Well, pull out is actually no. Actually, you know what's the list on you? Give her more dick. That's one of the lists.
That
so,
is not a demand of mine.
Oh, when you said pull out, I immediately thought, oh, they have a couch.
no. Yeah, these are pretty much. Don't play loud videos in public. That really pisses her off.
Yeah, it's so.
Oh, that's a pet peeve of mine.
Don't
too.
take
Yeah.
too many photos. Stop asking if she's okay. But in all fairness, when I go, "Are you okay?" It's like
It's like, how are you doing?
yeah. So she used to kick off and be like, "Why you keep asking me if I'm okay?" I'm like, "I'm just this is how I talk." And I think after like 3 months of it, she was like, "You keep saying that, I'm gonna fucking fight you." And I was like, "Look, I use it as this terminology," and then it all kind of settled down after that.
Y'all make me seem like a difficult woman.
No, this is not. I didn't.
I've
think
got
my
one.
list was.
That was one of 5.
Okay,
lists.
his was apricot juice.
I have another one though. I have another one. This is a list from 3/24/2018. So a little bit earlier than the last one. Believe it or not, number 1 is apricot juice with an exclamation point. This is my handwriting. The second one is mac and cheese. I don't remember what that pertained to.
I don't either.
This one though, you're going to have to explain because I don't think you could explain it to me. This list was posted at 11:54 in the morning for some reason.
Okay.
I probably took a picture from the night before at the bar, which was late. A $5,000 bottle of tequila. The crazy gringo has one. That's your note.
Huh.
I thought that was brilliant. And then it just goes on to hoes and bitches, boats and hoes, boats and boats, hoes and hoes. That's how the list ends.
I'll be damned.
I cannot explain myself on this.
So I've got another list here. the stuff Nelly says or doesn't know how to do.
Fuck off.
Top of the list. Doesn't know how to fill a bath. So when we first started dating, she turned the bath on. She's in there for about fucking 5 minutes, and she likes to get in the bath as it's filling. And she
which they do not do in his country.
No, you fill the bath and then get.
That would seem proper.
Yeah, that is.
No, as I would say,
feel the water.
I would say as
you'll feel the water on your feet when you get in it when it's full.
As a man who has dated women occasionally, never men,
mostly men.
Depends.
When I've encountered women taking baths in my zeitgeist, they get in while the bath is filling.
Yeah,
because you know why? Because women like to fucking suffer, and they'd rather sit in there as long as they can in the boiling hot water than just get in there for 10 minutes, wash yourself, and get the fuck out.
But I don't think that's not the point of the bath. The point of the bath is for them to sit in there and soak and.
Okay, go on.
So anyway, she came out. She's like, the bath ain't filling up. I said, what do you mean the bath ain't filling up? She went, I don't know what's fucking wrong with it. I walk in there and the plug's not in there. And I just took a moment. I looked at her. I went, you can't tell me what's wrong here. She was like, I think your bath's broke. I'm like, no, I think you're just.
I was like, listen, I'm a mechanic. This shit's fucking broke.
To be fair, can I ask a question? Do you have a little flippy thing?
No, you have one of the fucking chain.
Okay.
That you put in the hole. And I went, watch this.
This is very 1950s technology right here.
Germany.
Yeah. It only came out 2 months ago.
Because normally we've got a little flipper that you're like, wink.
Yeah. No, I get what you're talking about. But then another thing, a guy was standing on the corner of a roundabout.
There's no corner of a roundabout.
Thank you very fucking much. I nearly stopped the car. And he stopped the car and went, what the fuck are you going on about? Corner of a roundabout.
Like, dude, why are there two guys standing on the corner of a roundabout?
I love he says going on about. And I'm like,
honest to God, man. I was just like, you know what?
What are you posting right now?
Oh, people are asking questions when the new table come in, giving us Tigers scores.
What are the Tigers doing?
They're up 3-0.
Rock and roll.
They're going to go over 500 today. If they hold on.
That's what she said. But anyway, you literally said the corner of a roundabout.
Oh man, trust me.
What would you call it? What would you call it?
Hold on.
Why are those two guys standing on the roundabout or near the roundabout, not on the corner of something that is circular?
I might even say at the curb of the roundabout.
Yeah.
The round of the roundabout?
Is that all you have? Is it the 23-28 thing?
You know
what?
I weren't going to bring that up. Do you want to bring that up?
No, it's okay.
So I do have a question. How did you expect that the bathtub you just thought it didn't have a drain and it would just fill up? Or because obviously you didn't flip a flippy thing. You didn't put a plug in.
It was Germany. I didn't know.
Well, magic bathtub.
I just thought it worked.
There's a hole in the bottom of the tub. If you see the water go down the hole and the tub's not filling, you need to ask yourself a question: why?
You could have stuck your heel in it.
You know the issue was when we first started dating, I ran her the baths. I never gave her the toilet. But here's the thing: I made myself look like a cunt because I had the shower that if you turn the tap on, the shower comes on first. If you pull the thing, it comes at the tap. So I was there being all cocky, like, "Oh, you're fucking dumb." You know, there's this. I put the plug in. I turned the tap on. The fucking shower soaks me. And I lost all credibility in this argument then. I was like, okay, maybe we're both just fucking retards. And I freezing cold water right in my fucking face. I just got changed, soaking wet. And then
You're welcome. It was summer.
Yeah, I had AC. It was cold as fuck. I didn't need to be soaking wet. I lost all credibility in like you're a bit, you're a bit dumb.
We need AC in here.
Yes.
Yeah,
we do.
It is 79 degrees.
It's not going to get cooler out.
The thing is, this is fucking warm. Like the center of this fan, I could feel the heat coming off it with the cold. It's fucking warm.
Well, yeah, it's like it's like having a hairdryer blow on you.
Yeah,
well, it's a motor, so it's going to heat up. Because of the never mind.
Mr.
But didn't you think it'd be air cooled because it's a fucking fan?
Right.
You know what? You should figure out a way around that. You probably could. You should.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's fucking air conditioning.
Yes. Same size fan.
Or we have a liquid cooled fan.
Yes.
Take the one out of your bedroom. Or do you have another one?
I have several, but one's in my bedroom right now, yes.
Yeah, you just take the one out of your bedroom, pop it in.
Literally, just get one of them portable AC units. But buy them in the winter because they're dirt cheap. We've seen how many...
It's not like that here.
Nah. We've seen loads for sale where we live for like 80 euros each. But in all fairness, we were like, oh, we're not going to be here when it gets too hot.
Here we are.
Yeah, well, we're not with it. We're meant to be there.
Now you're going to be there forever.
Mate, I swear to God, do not put that in her head because I made a bet. We were dead set. The 13th of August, our last day there. I made a bet with one of the guys.
She lived in Texas out of spite for like 2 years. You realize this, right?
Yeah, but mate, Coleman is a different fucking place.
I did have 3 ACs in a camper.
Yeah, we have no ACs and we work with retards. Like
Says us.
23, 28.
Later, please.
Frittatas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to think I'm quite good at my job. I just don't get given no fucking meaningful work.
I don't ever think I'm good at my job.
Yeah,
I try
those are
not
your
to be.
downfall.
Touche.
Question about all the Boeing shit going on. How do you feel? Have you talked about this?
He feels to blame.
Like he will be the next whistleblower.
No, absolutely not. After 2 of them have mysteriously lost their lives. No.
Boeing-
I have been asked. I have been contacted.
The good news is they're
But
looking
no.
for Phil.
Yeah, Paul.
Them
Paul is in the
and
Eminem.
Eminem.
Paul-
Yeah, I was
got
gonna
it.
say if Bowen are gonna after you, Eminem's like, there's a fucking queue. All right, I'm first, then you guys can deal with it.
Yeah.
This is great. I just get a random text from a number. It says, "Do you have some time tonight? I want to give you your birthday present." Oh, this is great.
Ooh la la.
Here's what I'm going to text back.
Your birthday
Is
present.
it a big old dick?
Yeah, they're a bit late.
Literally.
They're like, no, I like to be
nice.
called Richard.
No question mark either.
Well, no. Why would you?
I love these random texts. Have you noticed I've been texting back some of the people that
Yes. It disappoints me because I get the message that they sent us something and I'm like, oh, I got something really good. And then I go in and I'm like, oh, that was pretty good too.
my number one favorite thing is just fucking with people,
Yeah.
especially random people that contact me.
It's a good time. It's a good time.
I love it when I friend somebody on Facebook that sends me a friend request and I notice that their profile picture had been changed either recently and within 2 minutes of each other, their profile and their whatever picture, or in the past but close together. And then they automatically, like, you friend them and within 24 hours they're hopping in your DMs and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like,
I was having a wank, but you're fucking disturbing me.
yeah, just looking at your pictures and jerking off.
Yeah. See, I used to get a lot of scam calls from Indians, people
Right.
claiming to be my phone provider. And they do this thing where they're like, we can save you 40% of your bill, but we got to send you this code. You read the code back to us and we'll enter it to verify you and all this shit. I used to give them the wrong code just by 1 or 2 numbers
Yeah.
just to fucking waste their time.
So I had one that contacted me that gave me a hi there, how are you? And I didn't answer. Then a classic WYD. And then this one came through. I want you to be honest with me for real, FR. If $5,000 was deposited on your Cash App balance, what you gonna use it for, FR, for real? And I said, probably podcast equipment, then hookers, beers, and blow, and the balance of it to pay my parking tickets.
I
You gonna message back?
I think after the podcast
Oh, I sent that back.
equipment, it would be negative.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'd spend the full 5 Gs.
Yeah, just-
I get a big fucking neon sign, and I'd have
Paul.
Paul's shit show. My name's Phil.
We were just talking about all my favorite Beastie Boys songs earlier. A lot of them are off of Paul's Boutique.
Yeah.
So we should just have one that just says Paul's Boutique.
Yeah.
Yes.
You should get that.
Pulse Boutique and Shit Show.
Well, apparently this whore is going to deposit $5,000 in my Cash App, so we
That's
can just use
awesome.
that.
Wait, is this the same person who's a Nigerian prince?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, they'll want 10 grand, man. Trust me.
They want 10 grand to get 5 grand.
No,
Well,
they'll
they're-
send you the 5.
Yeah.
It's not really a bounce back.
Well, no,
I've been caught up by this.
They send you a check.
Oh, no way. You've been caught up by this?
Never. Do you think I've had fucking 5 grand to send to some cunt? No chance.
Well, see, the whole scam is they send you a check for 10, and then they're like, all you got to do is send us back 5, and you keep 5. And because we need to deposit this in an American account. And they send you a check, immediately stop payment on it. So I tell them to please send the check.
Yeah.
They don't, because I think at that point they're pretty onto it.
They're like, don't know what this entails. Oh, I noticed that she read it. Just hasn't answered me.
She left you on red. The bitch.
Fuck.
I hate a scammer that's lazy.
That whore offered me $5,000. Left me
She
on red.
probably went podcast equipment. Oh, fuck off.
Right, fuck this. No. She's like, this is clearly a scammer, and I'm getting scammed, and I'm a scammer, so no way. No
Yeah,
fucking
she's
way.
like, I
No
ain't fall,
fucking way.
I know this trick.
I ain't fall for this podcast bullshit again. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, she's like, okay, this is a lost cause.
Yeah, I ain't seeing a penny.
If he's got a podcast, he has never talked to a girl.
So there's some validity to that. Like, if you can make yourself unattractive to a scammer, then that's fucking impressive right there.
Give me 10 minutes.
This is how to do it. Oh, you
This
think you can start a podcast in 10
No, I think I
minutes?
can be unattractive to fucking near enough anyone. Never mind having a podcast.
Oh, well, there you go.
Uh,
Yeah.
Well, you like me, don't you?
Well, I was just going to say you got the dog fooled.
Yeah, but that's because I fucking gave her some food.
That is true.
It's pretty close to the actual point.
Yeah. That's like $5,000 in dog stuff.
Yeah.
We're over an hour.
We don't have to do a conversion rate on that. Oh, does that mean you want to get out of here? Is that what people are telling us? People are probably saying, get out of here.
Yeah, it's bedtime.
We've had
You got
enough.
work tomorrow.
We've had enough.
All the different platforms all went to zero for people watching. So
Did they?
no. There's still some diehards out there.
Dedicated fucking fans.
Nah,
They're like, they got a
probably
foreigner.
haters.
They're probably like, they got a foreigner on you. Fucking dickheads.
Yeah. Well,
They're coming over here, stealing our women, taking our jobs.
Trying to steal our jobs.
Take my job.
you can't be wrenching on shit here. Do my job.
Taking my job.
Nobody here wants to wrench on shit. So
No. Well, the ones that do make bank doing it.
most people want to just be like us and get fat and sit up in a fucking upstairs of like what would double as an apartment in Europe and do a fucking podcast.
This is kind of like my old apartment.
It is.
My old apartment was quite nice, I think.
Did you have to share a bathroom with people?
No, I had my own bathroom.
Oh, man.
I had a 2-bedroom flat. One room was just to dry my fucking
It was
clothes.
a sauna.
The
honestly.
sauna.
You told me about that. You cranked the
Yeah.
heat up.
Oh, I had an electric heater in there, and literally the first day Nelly came over, my landlord's downstairs, like in the car park, and he's like, "Oh, I need to speak to you about your electric bill." I'm stood there with 2 fucking bags full of Nelly's washing. I'm like, "Yeah, what about it, mate? What's wrong with my electric bill?" And he's like, "It's through the roof." I'm like, "I must have left my Xbox on or something." And we walk upstairs. As soon as I open the door, I go looking at it. I go, "I know exactly what he's talking about." I said, I got 2 space heaters in there, and there's 1 space heater in there is warming up the room. It's my fucking sauna. I opened the door. Mind you, I
It
had
was
the
100 degrees outside.
I had the AC on in the rest of the apartment, but that one room I had electric heater on, and it was on 24 fucking.
Like it's not my
Jeez,
fucking
Louise.
Xbox. That's for damn
Yeah,
sure.
but I was like, oh, I'll turn the Xbox off, Stefan. That might sort it out. If
Well,
you
no,
listen-
to be honest, the Xbox is fucked.
Oh yeah, that thing fucking is stripped out. None of the casings, all motherboard, and the hard drive fucking flaps off the side of it. But does she fail?
She still goes.
She
so
still
I replaced
goes.
it.
That fucking Xbox gone 6 countries, stripped apart, never failed.
A lot of horrors like us on TikTok.
What?
Well, yeah, we get emails and stuff all the time.
And they're like, I'd rub your belly all night long.
Yeah.
Yeah, show me your love rug. I want to see your chest pubes.
Yeah. Stuff like, I will hand feed you dried meats and then rub your belly.
That sounds nice.
Wait, are they speaking
I'd
to
be
the
like,
dog
all
or
right,
you
come on
guys?
over.
Because that sounds like something I advertised to a dog. I'm not gonna
Right.
lie to you.
Holy shit, maybe it is. Nobody's ever offered us that before tonight.
And Bella's only been on a couple podcasts and she's already the bigger star than we are.
Yeah. I like her better than you.
It's warranted.
Bella, you want to be Paul?
Paul. Hey, Paul.
Hello, Paul. You Paul?
She's like, I just want to be left alone. Pet me, feed me. That's it.
For our people who've tuned in from Europe, you can be Pavel.
Pavel.
Pavel. with a W.
Which sounds like a V.
Yeah,
You motherfuckers. Hey, Junior never called in.
he didn't. He's an asshole.
But we got to wrap this up because I got to pee.
We do
And it's like 10 after 10.
something.
He done that thing. I told you they do this thing.
Only old people do it. I told you that.
I don't fucking care.
Old
You can't
people
bitch
do
at me
it.
for saying 10:15 or whatever.
'Cause he's
When you
fucking
guys say it's
old.
10 past the hour of
You
10.
get old and you do it.
I said after. I don't say past.
No, but this is the general thing. No, so I say like 15:15, and she moans at me, and I'm like, some of you fucking Americans say literally what you just said, and she's like, they don't do that.
I said the old people do that.
Yeah,
Perfect
The
example.
only time I will be like, oh, it's 10:12 is if there's a rocket going to launch.
I get shouted. I can't say it's 10:30. If I say 10:30, what's the time?
10:30.
It's 'cause
So
math.
you need
You
to
should-
you need to fucking conform.
This is
Nine.
obviously generational.
It is.
I'm fucking younger than her. It's not.
No. I'm saying it crosses generations.
Yeah,
No, it's his.
it's just because you can't.
Country.
It's just because you can't look at a fucking normal analog clock and tell the fucking time.
So
How do you
any
know that?
it goes in 20
you. That's how I know that.
You don't even own one.
I
She's
had one, and you didn't know what the fuck it said.
doubly fucked if it's Roman numerals.
Oh yeah, I can actually might buy one just to see how this goes.
I'm
Well,
just
there's-
messing. I'm just kidding.
There's
You're
a-
gonna
You're
start a
kidding.
fight here,
You're kidding,
Paul.
but there's certain truths in this, Paul.
Yeah.
So there's a
Yeah.
little after 10, which is any time from like 5 after 10 to 10:20. And then there's 10:30, which is 10:20 to 10:40. And then there's almost 11, which is 10:40 to 11.
10:40 to 10. Yeah.
Well, 10:55. And then 11 is 10:55 to 11:05.
Or you'd be like the Polish. Was it like 10 and 25 minutes?
10 and 25 minutes, but that's the second, sometimes third
Oh,
language.
fuck you. They took over your country. They're doing just fine.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
This is England.
The Polish.
This is England.
Oh, I thought you were English.
Oh, you're such a cunt. You are.
Poland is a pretty awesome country.
It is an awesome country. She likes to fucking go on about the family heritage is Croatian.
I never said it was Polish.
No, it's what, Croatian or Estonia?
One side.
Huh?
Croatian.
Family heritage, we've done that in the history thing. It's
Yeah.
fucking Somerset in England. Pull up your ancestry. Pull up your ancestry. She's English, lads.
So
Scottish.
It's not though, is it really?
Which was at one time England.
Just because someone got fucking lost when they were walking the border and dropped out one of your great grandmothers doesn't really make them Scottish. Anyway, we're gonna have a domestic on the way home, guys. Just
Yeah,
laying
Yeah,
At
down.
least
it's gonna be like.
At least you don't
or-
tell time like the band Chicago, 25 or 6 to 4.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Wait, what?
Chicago, the band, has a song called 25 or 6 to 4, which means 25 or 26 minutes till 4. 25 or 6 to 4.
Oh, these people sound like fucking headaches.
They are.
Oh, yeah. They've got too much brass in Chicago.
Yeah, there's
way too much brass.
that
It's a whole band with a horn section.
That's where Big Monk Dan's from, isn't it?
Chicago?
No,
Humvee.
he's from San Francisco.
Oh, same place.
Wait. All right. What do you.
So real quick, have you? Do you know where Broughton Pogs is
What?
in England?
Rotten Pods.
Broughton Pogs.
Rotten. Oh.
Oh,
Where is it?
Where's it close to?
I don't know.
So have a look at the map.
It's close to Filkins, England, which is where my people are from. And 23andMe believes that I'm
Americans
like,
love to talk about where they're from.
Yeah, fucking America.
No.
Look, I'm not gonna be funny. If you're like a 6th or 7th generation American, you are American. I don't think you can really sway it. Your like great family heritage is probably from like England or Wales or Scotland or any Eastern or any European country for that matter.
Mhm.
But like when an American says, "Oh yeah, I'm Scottish," but they're like 5th or 6th generation American, they don't fucking land wealth with the locals from where they claim it to be.
Right.
so I am my family is from Wales, and apparently, according to 23andMe and all that kind of good stuff. We do have ties to like the royal family there, and also to
wait, the Welsh
line.
royal family, like the original Welsh
Yeah.
royal family. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, that's a fucking scam because the king, I don't know 100% of the history, but the great King of Wales back when that was a thing was a fucking slag and fucking shagged
Oh, I'm sure.
loads of birds. And there was this skit on a comedy show years ago where this American comes over to Wales and he's like, oh, I'm here to collect my throne. And they're like, what the fuck you on about? He's like, oh, I'm related to the King of Wales from fucking way back when. And they're like, yeah, mate, fucking everyone is. And then they start speaking Welsh to him. He's like, fucking speak English in this country. Don't you dare speak fucking this foreign language here. And they're like, yeah, mate, whatever, fucking go. It's a very old skit. I'll if I find it, I'll send it to you, Paul.
Beautiful.
You can have a look.
Send it to me,
So
Paul. Yeah.
it's east of Filkins, England is east of Huntington. You familiar with that?
Let me have a look.
Or
Yeah, that's.
I'm going to get up in
Scroll
peace since we're not getting out of this episode anytime soon.
Scroll out a little bit more.
oh. That's
Don't spill.
Don't drop the soap.
Amen to that.
so I lost Filkins on here, but it's
Yeah, I'll go back to it.
You're good.
where did it go?
Zoom out a bit more.
Yeah, if it's in that general area.
Yeah, it's like right over here somewhere. It's got some awesome buildings there, but it's not very big.
Zoom out a bit more.
Birmingham.
Ah,
Not Birmingham.
so you need North of Swindon and Oxford. This is where you're talking about. So I'm from here. This is the Rhondda Valley. It's here.
All right.
So I used to work here.
Whoa, Phil, you just lost your shit.
I used to work in Reading. I used to live. Yeah.
Where'd it go to? What is
Yeah,
that?
I used to work here. I lived north of Stoke-on-Trent. I used to work in Derby. I've been to Swindon. I've been to Bath, Bristol. These are very nice little cities. I've never been there though.
Well, see,
What's the surname? What's your like?
Filkins.
Your family's surname on your father's side that came from there.
Filkins.
Filkins.
Yeah.
See, that was the thing back then. Your surname would be the place
Yeah.
that your family was from, because there used to be such small little fucking wee towns.
Wait, your shirt. Turn around. Turn around.
It's a St. Paul thing.
Cool.
There we go.
Yeah, your mic fell for no reason. That's a very Paul thing to have happen.
Yeah.
Hello, Paul.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we'll figure it out eventually.
Have you done the ancestry thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's apparently where, like, if 200 people died all at once, suddenly there might be a succession thing. So, I mean, it's very distant.
You see, that part of England used to be part of Wales. So Wales used to border with Scotland. So half of England used to belong to a Celtic country of Wales. Because when the Anglo-Saxons and the Romans came over, they fucked that all the way off to the west, and then the Kingdom of England formed, and then you had the North Kingdom and the South Kingdom, and then you had the War of the Roses, where Henry the V took half of the Welsh nation from the south in the Midlands and brought them all over as archers. And there's a place where I'm from, I grew up, called Beither, which translates to graveyard in Welsh. That's where he buried all the archers from that battle.
Really?
Oh, no shit.
The War of the Roses, yeah.
Now, my mother's side, she was a Rose, and that's the side that actually goes back and ties into the Rose line, which is kind of interesting.
Sorry, white rose or red rose?
That I'm not sure.
If it's white rose, it's north, Lancashire and all that. If it's red rose, it's south, which is Yorkshire and all that area.
I'll have
All
to find that
blood.
out.
Or is that the poppies?
No, so do you guys know little segment of the podcast if you want to go into it? Do you know why poppies are red? You know where your Remembrance Day and all that?
Yeah,
You wear the red poppies?
Yeah.
Do you know why they're red?
No.
So during the First World War, Bella, you're gonna choke yourself, silly dog.
Right.
If you could give me a hand and pull it up, why are poppies red? Just so I know the battle I'm referencing. But there was a very bloody battle, I believe, in France during the First World War, where so many people fucking died, shot dead, and this battle went on for fucking ages. It was in a poppy field, a white poppy field, which was what the color was. The seeds and the ground was so stained with blood.
The poppies are red.
The poppies now grow red, and
Really?
they haven't been able to change. They haven't
The
gone back.
poppies grow red still to this day.
Still to this day, and that's why when you see the red poppy, is to remember that battle. Is to remember the blood that was shed for, the freedoms and
All that, yeah.
all that.
The battered battlefields of northern France and Belgium, and it was called the Flanders Fields.
Yep.
Huh.
And that's what turned. I don't know the amount of people, but I'm pretty sure it's in the millions. And
That's wild.
it's like in the Second World War, Stalin said, Britain gave time, America gave money, Russia gave blood. Do you know how many Russian soldiers died in the Second World War?
Oh, it was like 10,
it's
10 million, wasn't it?
So I just read
24 million
So
people.
I read a stat today that said in Russia, and I remember this because it's stuck in my brain. In Russia, due to World War II, in males born in Russia in the year 1923, 80% of them were killed in World War II.
24 million people
Yeah,
died.
isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's where Stalin
80% of all the males born in 1923 in Russia died in World War II.
Yep. And that's why Stalin said Russia gave her blood. UK gave time because Great Britain had so many colonized countries fucking everywhere. So when the Germans tried to go to like Africa or the Canary Islands, all these places, they couldn't fucking dock because they knew the British couldn't hold them off if they tried, but it would cost them a lot of time. And then America funded the attack from the west, from like the UK over through France and Normandy and all that. So that's where each country provided one thing: time, money, and blood.
And that's what, if you look at it historically, the battle to get Germany to surrender, you had the United States coming from the headed west, Russia headed east.
No, the other way around.
Yeah, flip the other way around.
Russia came from the east.
Yeah, and Russia
West.
said anything. Coors Light would be great. Russia they wanted to get there first to get Hitler to surrender. They threw as many bodies as they could because their goal was to get to Hitler to get
So basically what it was is
they both arrived at about the same time.
Literally at the same time. If it weren't for the meat grinder that the Germans built in France, the West would have got there a lot quicker.
Yeah.
That, I think, took them maybe 3 months to break through. And that was, like, they had some very clever engineers design this, like, fortress. Wasn't even a fortress. It was just a fucking long brick wall. But it was designed so tanks couldn't go over it. And it gave the Germans a lot of hiding positions to keep infantry and foot soldiers away just by mowing them down. And that killed fucking millions of people. That killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
But the issue, Germany's big downfall was that they betrayed the Russians. So the treaty was, you can have all these Slavic countries, all these Eastern European countries from the USSR. You can have Poland. Well, then fucking Germans invaded Poland. The fuck knows why. And that pissed off the Reds, because then the Reds are like, all right, you're fucking coming to invade the motherland. You're invading these countries you gave us, which they had no right to give.
Right.
They literally didn't own them. They were just like collateral, in a sense, just to keep the fucking Russians happy. But that is where Hitler fucked it all up. Because if he had the Russians on his side, he had 25, 30 million people at his disposal. Now he got 30 million people after him.
The World War II would have been a lot different if Russia would have been on the opposite side.
100%.
So when I was in Poland, we went to the Wolf's Lair, Hitler's main base during World War II. Absolutely crazy, amazing place. I mean, to see what they did there for like to set up a base there that was really quite impenetrable.
Yeah.
Was unreal. I mean, these huge buildings that are like 60 foot tall, 100 foot long, 100 foot wide, big square buildings that they had these giant turrets on top for anti-aircraft guns. And you go inside the building and it's all reinforced concrete. There's like 2 small rooms the size of this in the middle of this thing. And you had to go up and down several flights of stairs so that nobody could throw anything or send a rocket directly in there. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
Did you hear about, or have you ever heard about the wooden bomb? No, right. So there's this big thing during the Second World War, and both sides done this on like the British and the German side. They would hire artists and actors to fake like military equipment. And what the Germans did is they built all these like wooden tanks and anti-artillery and all this very heavy equipment and stage it in like France and Belgium to make it look like we've got fucking 100,000 tanks ready to roll out and all these cars and all this shit.
I remember this story now. I just read this about a couple months ago.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, so basically they done all this, and so Britain clocked on pretty early what they were doing because they done it in fucking broad daylight. Britain done the same thing. It was inflatables, but they made them in a factory and then transported them and blew them up in a day or two, so they just like appeared. But the British were watching these people build these tanks and shit for months, watching them spend
just out of faux props, just
all bullshit, fake wooden fucking toy tanks. And then, so as it was finished and completed, it was like 2 or 3 days later, the Britain sent one plane over and dropped one wooden bomb,
and just
said, I think it said like "ha ha" or some bullshit on that. Yeah. So they just spent fucking like 5 months building all this fake shit just to be caught out the next day.
Like, we dropped a fake wooden bomb on your fake wooden
army. Yeah. Like, you just wasted your fucking time.
Jesus Christ.
It's fucking... There's loads of things. Like, do you know why... Have you ever heard the thing, carrots help you see at night? Have you ever heard that wives' tale?
No.
It's a big thing, I guess, in the UK. Your parents would say, oh, eat your carrots to help you see in the dark. That came from the Second World War, where Britain invented sonar and radar. And the Germans couldn't quite figure out how their planes were getting shot out of the sky so fucking easily. And British intelligence leaked that it was carrots. People were eating carrots to help them see the planes and shoot them down. So then the Germans started making all their soldiers eat carrots in the battlefield.
So they could see at night.
They could see at night. It was fucking sonar.
Yeah.
But it's just this bull. If you look at it from like the outside looking in, and like all these little shitty jokes they done each other, it's like just 2 countries playing a game with each other. Yeah, it's like, what bullshit can we feed the other?
Just to waste let's face it. Even though they had never been in that type of war before, it's not like that. Those countries historically hadn't been in a lot of wars.
Oh no, and I had this issue when I moved back to Germany the fucking 3rd or 4th time. I can't remember how many times now. I was at a car park near the Reeve. No, it was Globus near where I used to live. And there was these 2 German guys selling breakdown cover, like AA, but it's called ADAC over there. So I was chatting with them. I needed breakdown cover just in case my car went fucked. And as they're making the sale, they're chatting me like, "Are you from Britain?" Blah, blah, blah. They're like, "Oh, we have a word for British people." I can't remember the German word, but it translates to island monkey because Anglo-Saxons came over, they stayed there. This and that. I was like, "Oh, really?" I said, "We have a word for you guys in the UK." And they're like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah, fucking losers. You lost twice." Man, they just went quiet. One went, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Mate, if I got to explain this to you, you fucking lost 3 times," and just fucking walked off. I was like, "You guys can fucking suck it." I
love the shirt that just has a United States flag and it says 2-time world champion.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But literally, the one guy went really quiet, like, "Oh, fuck yeah," he just went there. And the other guy was like, "But what do you mean? How did we lose twice?" I was like,
"Oh boy. Boy."
Yeah, keep spelling car insurance, man. It's all you're good for.
Christ.
Yeah, sometimes you can't help people.
No.
All right, should we actually get out of here?
Yeah, we're at an hour and a half. It's time.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Maybe head down to the pub for a drink or 2.
Bed. I'm going to bed.
It's time for the pub. Keenan, Nelly, thank you for joining us. Much appreciated. You're welcome on the podcast anytime. Welcome to the studio.
Yes.
Last time Nelly saw this room was full of shit.
Yeah.
And hopeless.
I heard it's there.
No, nope. There's not a ton of shit in there, but yeah, a lot of it got
I
hauled
just
out.
said he put the important stuff in
The
there.
important thing.
Yeah, not the crispy sock that stood on its own.
No, that's in Phil's room now.
Yeah.
He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. Thanks for listening to the P&A Podcast Express. Share with your friends. Like us on all the socials. Just do all that bullshit that everybody does. And make good choices.